Out there. Excuse me while I bring up my chat. I am starting just a few minutes early today because I started a few minutes late yesterday. And oh, it's taking a moment here. Refresh. Make sure this is muted. Huh, hold on. My chat is not showing up at all. There it is. It's coming. Alright, we got this. We are in it. So, today, once again, is another long day. Another session of doing all of the hunting for the Hunter's Clan, or whatever they want to call themselves. I did a lot of level 3 hunts. Being very careful about these words. Let's see. Oh, yes, I still have to talk to Nanao since I have defeated, the Gill Snapper, in the Crystal Glade on the Giza Plains. But I can only report it back to her when it is the dry season and not the rainy season. Hey, Shantan! Or Jordan, sorry, I'm reading the first one first. What's up, Jordan? Welcome. Welcome. We are then, I suppose, needing to check, wait, kill time doing other hunts, those sorts of things. You forgot. Like I said, I don't really, I don't think you get any benefit out of me being connected with you on PS4, because like I said, I do pretty much all of my gaming solo, so it wouldn't really, there's really nothing to be gained from doing that. And just speaking personally, because I don't interact with people over PS4 as like a medium, I don't intend on using that function at all. It's nothing against you, Jordan, it's just how I prefer to keep things. It's how it is. See, right now I need to go back to the clan and, or go back to the tavern and get more assignments, yeah. Thanks for understanding, Jordan. I really appreciate it. We'll run our way there. I will say the fact that the Giza Plains switch between two different weather environments was neat at first, but then just frustrating after that. Oh, and I've already accepted these other ones, so I can actually get going on them. Whoops, wrong pause. Trying to remember where my head was at the end of the live stream yesterday. Oh right, they were all below there. So back to Jahara Village, up to Nalbina Fortress, the other one is also north. But we're gonna go to Jahara Village first. Cool. But I can't imagine that one is going to take terribly long. However, I'm not going to be renting another Chocobo after I wasted 1,500 gil on it yesterday, thinking that Chocobos was how I was going to get into that secret area. Also, it's kind of a frustration that the image for the Giza Plains is the dry when you open the door to this section, but then it shows that it's the rains when you actually get in, and create a false expectation there almost immediately. Let's see. And yes, I'm using teleport stones, because now I feel like they're giving them to me liberally enough to make use of them. So if I remember correctly, they were in the corner in this area. Let's see. Warrior Guromu. I'm sorry, but I'm quite busy. Truly, will you accept the Mind Flare? I accept. Then quickly you go to the Hene Mines. My friend has gone within, and he does not return. He knows the Mind Flare lurks inside. If it were not a Mind Flare, our warriors would go, yet for some reason we Gref cannot withstand its attacks. The Mind Flare is fond of mist. It is drawn to entities that possess magical power. Where the mist is densest, you will find it. It was seen at the Phase 1 dig. Enter the mines of the Osman Plains. Bear right. Help Azdalu. Mind Flare, the hunt begins. And of course I need to purchase one of these guys to make that work. They really gouge the prices in Rabanastre, but over here it's fine. And I think today, since I have a better idea of how to proceed with this, with the gameplay loop for doing these hunts, that I won't have as much issue with getting them done more quickly. Make sure to click the button, because I've forgotten to do that as I pass by each time I've returned. And let's just move on. The first dig area. Is where we need to be. Would someone think that maybe that area was supposed to be the large circular space, since it's at, you know, where magic congregates and whatnot. But I'm guessing it won't be. Guns really do no damage to slimes whatsoever. Makes me think I should be ready with mist powers, just in case. Oh, I could have seen how much damage Dark did to the slime, huh? If only there was a gambit that was saying, if resistant to gun, use Dark. But gun isn't a damage type in anything except the game's systems, and not in the game's menus. And now that I have the second job boards chosen for everyone, I think, even though I didn't want to at the start, I'll be switching Balthier into the weapon type for his other job, which is the mace, I believe. just because I wanted to have some effectiveness elsewhere, something that's based on the stats. Always keeping one of the stronger guns available just in case, of course. Whatever strongest gun is available to me at the time for flying enemies. And eventually I'll try to think about making room for Penelo to have a gambit that says, in case of enemy that is flying, use magic. So now we're just gonna run through the mines until we find the big bad. The other ghosty. And this is the Area 1 dig site. Pretty sure. Normally, there is a big old ghost horse. Oh, there they are. I was about to say, there's no ghost horse. It makes me think that that's where the enemy would be. Good teamwork. But not in this one. Somewhat thinking that it is, in fact, going to be that final area, the boss arena from before. Wasn't there... There was a secret path out of one of these. I thought it was right there, but I could be misremembering. Making sure I'm looking all around. It's probably, yeah, it's to the right over here that the secret area is. Just a bat. I thought I found it for a moment. Oh, there it is. Right there in the middle. Alright, nothing to it but to run in. And we'll see how effective we can be. Well, you're not causing the status effects already, are you? It is sap. Which is not something I figured out a specific way to deal with. And it looks like we're doing fine on our own, without needing the quickening or summon. Oh, stop. Can't have that. Chrono tier. And another one on Bosch. I would have expected something more like the ability to drain MP from a Mind Flare. And we gotta do it again. Chrono tier Bash. Items. Chrono tier Penelo. And attack the Mind Flare. Ooh, Mind Flare. Not in time, I'm afraid. And he's doing it again. He's gonna cast it on me, I bet. Oh my! He got all his health back. And Penelo was attacking the bat. That's hilarious. Okay, well, Ready's invert. Oh, I see. He used invert on himself so that he could... He must have a lot of MP. to be able to do that. Makes me wonder if that's all that creature does. Because he's casting Invert on Bosch in order to get him down, but Penel is just spamming Cura. I wonder if I can do my time magics on him. Let's do slow on the Mind Flare. Immune, probably. How about Dark? That does not do as much as it should. Valthair is just not ready to be a damager yet. We seem to be caught in this loop where the Mind Flare keeps ripping all of Bosch's health away with Invert, and then Penelo brings it back. Oh, well, the magic was doing more than my gun is, that's for sure. Well, might as well do it again then. Techniques aren't helping too much. I don't think we can poach the hunt enemies, can we? No, definitely not. Oh, and if it's immune, it'll say immune, so I might as well try slow again. Miss. Is he just very resistant to it? Or is it a soft immunity? And real quick, just so that it can't use Invert on itself again.
Please.
We're going to do a couple quickenings. Because I saw it was about to cast Drain. At which point it probably would have done Invert on itself. Which I don't want. And there's death. Mind Flare vanquished. My Dungeons and Dragons dreams have come true. And just in time, because Penelo did not have enough MP to keep up that cycle of casting Cura over and over. Let's see. Holly! Yes, it's been a while. I saw your comments on the other video just before I started. How have you been, Holly? We'll go the other way. I don't want to be bothered by those horses. Oh, Bosch, don't miss the bat after we just had this big old fight and looked all cool and impressive. You're making me look bad, Bosch. Tired most days? What about me? Tired is the correct feeling. It is the universally sympathetic feeling. Mostly just try to get the correct sleep when I can and get myself up out of bed. Get myself moving earlier in the day whenever possible. Because I find a lot of times when you're feeling tired, it's often because you let yourself give in to feeling tired. It's just a bit of, I guess you could call it fatigue of a different sort that you can shake off once you actually get moving on things. But there's all kinds of fatigue, and all different ways to take care of yourself to give yourself rest from it. There we go, thank you. Valthair, should we just go ahead and try to equip you with something other than... I don't want you equipping the Sword of Kings. You have maces yet, right? Oh, well, I had a new gun. I didn't even notice. Well, it won't do that much. I forget what you're supposed to be doing, Balthier. It's a mystery. That's a little better. Oh, it's just a gun blade. This is from the FF8 stuff. I don't know, that's a funny nod back. We're just gonna keep on running, my friend. If someone gets killed, they get killed. My favorite FF game? It's a hard pick. Part of the reason I started playing 12 is because I'm kind of getting into a series of wanting to catch up on a lot of the Final Fantasy games that I haven't played, because I've played a good chunk of them. I wouldn't necessarily say most, but it might in fact be most of them at this point. The first one that I played was Final Fantasy X, and so my knee-jerk reaction is I want to say 10 for nostalgia purposes, but it's not necessarily the one that I had the most fun with. The Final Fantasy game that I probably had the most fun playing, I guess, right, if I had to say any of them takes the #1 spot, I would say Crisis Core, believe it or not, the PSP game. And I played Crisis Core before I played Final Fantasy VII, so the story retcons and you know, Gact being in the game didn't really affect me at all. I had a friend at the time who was absolutely obsessed with Gact to the spending time in public saying Gact have my babies level of obsessed. I don't even know if I'm saying his name correctly. Gact. The Japanese pretty boy pop singer got real famous. Whatever his name was. To me, his name kind of sounds like a 90s slime toy that you would see advertised for grossing out your sister. But, I think I'm going to say my favorite game that I've played was Crisis Core, in terms of gameplay. But I think FF10... Actually, no, I actually really like the gameplay of 15, too. He says thank you for killing the thing he couldn't kill, and gave me a coat. Lots of money. Any part 2 to this quest? So great older brothers served War 2 before him. Demon god in battle he was. Nope. You know, Holly, did you see Super Eye Patch Wolf's takedown of Final Fantasy 15? It got really popular. Dude, I'm blinking dumbly at most of the reply. I've played like 2 of them and not even completed the campaign in both. Yeah, I was Final Fantasy fanboying for a while now. Just asking what my favorite FF game is a deep question. I guess a different question for you then, since Final Fantasy is something you've only played a couple games of, is what next game you want to play. Which ones have you finished? I'm making a hand gesture with my fingers doing this, because I speak with my hands. Words are in the air, not in my brain, and I grab them out of the air and put them in my mouth. But they are long games, typically. If Kingdom Hearts counts as a Final Fantasy game, then gameplay-wise, Kingdom Hearts 2 followed by 3. Oh dear, it's an elemental. Nope, guys, no. We do not fight enemies within earshot of elementals. They will murder us. They are doing the big murder. You guys just have your fun. I'm gonna keep running if you don't mind me doing so. Those woolly dials make a lot of noise when they walk. And I'm not teleporting back to Rabanastre because I am hoping that by walking into the Giza Plains it will be dry season again and I can complete the other hunt that was the last one we did last stream. Hey, it is the dry. Lucky me. So we can just head straight for the village. It must really hurt to hold a gun blade like that. Blade first on the palm. The Final Fantasy game I'm most interested in trying at the moment is Final Fantasy XIV, but because that's an MMO and has a massive commitment, I'm not ready to jump into that. All of the other games are a lot easier of an ask. Who was it that I needed to talk to? It wasn't you, it was Nanao, who has the boy. And they're over here. I'll talk to the boy first. Relax low. The Rain Lord, the Gill Snapper, is it dead at last? How can we ever thank you? Oh, asking one was asking both? No more stand and watch in the rain for us. Thanks. What? The Gill Snapper's in here? No way am I holding that. No way they're holding that. Don't look at me? Don't look at it is probably the better translation. Hey Nanao, I meant to ask you whatever happened to the hairpin I gave you. Well, it had a really nice pattern, so I, kept it? Heh. What, after all that, you had it the whole time, so it's your fault that the thing showed up. You're the one who bought it. You blame me for everything. Older woman, you should not be arguing with this child. Well, I never. Clutch my pearls. Oh, old lady's about to give them both the business. I've heard quite enough out of you two. The Rain Lord is held fast inside the urn. It shouldn't trouble us again anytime soon. Which brings us to you. You've done... Okay, that wasn't really like a scolding. It's more like a statement of fact. I deserve to know the whole story. Magic of the urn had grown weak, so it became necessary to replenish its stores. Within the Rain Lord power to quiet the plains, beasts in turn keep us safe. But the urn fades, and new Rain Lords appear. We must steal it within the urn to keep our plains safe. Then that means... all this didn't have anything to do with the tortoise shell I bought? I never said anything of the sort. I said, no matter the price it might fetch at market, you should not kill a tortoise simply to harvest its shell. This is true of all things, not merely tortoises. Whether hunting beasts or gathering herbs, take only what you need, no more. I have been doing exactly the opposite of that for this whole game. I have been taking all kinds of parts and getting rich. And now she walks away. Alright, I will read through these things. Phobos Glaze. What could that be? Money. Alright. Let's see. I'm assuming you're talking about Final Fantasy games bought 7 and 15 when they got real cheap, planning to complete 7 first, and the recent one heard that 15 needs all the TBA expansions to get a complete experience. If it's about the games I don't currently have, well, Rule 34 wants me to get 14, I think. Not a huge FF fan, if you can't guess. Sorry. Hey, don't worry. I don't hold anyone to be like needing to go explore every last game of anything. In terms of Rule 34, you're going to see a resurgence of Final Fantasy VII stuff as soon as the game comes out, because there have been a lot of angry fanboys around Tifa and her torso. Just because I think really the main problem was that they did not realize that limitations of software, the multiple different model expressions of Tifa's character design, and being exposed to way too much Rule 34 sort of skewed people's understanding of how that character looked. And they were getting themselves mad because their prawn was not reality. Yeah, I mean, personally, I played Final Fantasy 15 start to finish in its original form, the release form, and I had a perfectly fine time. I had a complete experience. The story was a little, it was a little sparse. It was a little forced in times, but nothing that isn't too uncommon for Final Fantasy as a series in its entirety. So I actually rather liked it, and I liked the gameplay as well. Purchasing tons of items could make. But then again, in a lot of Final Fantasy games, that's one of the main, in a lot of JRPGs, the main strategy is to farm a bunch of money early on and get all of the healing items you can, 99 of everything, so you never have to worry. Something about her bust size. Yeah. Oh man, there was a lot of jokes about it too, though. Not safe for work memes about Tifa's bust that I just find hilarious. The artists behind those things are just geniuses. I gotta go talk to the guild master so that they can be impressed that I killed the big bad. Final Fantasy VII is a really weird game, and it's going to be hard to really get everything. When I played Final Fantasy VII, for one, it was emulated. I did it when I was in college, and I didn't do everything. I didn't find all of the playable characters. I didn't try to defeat the weapons. I just wanted to complete the story by the time I reached that part. And I kind of missed a lot of the story because I took long breaks in between different sections. And so much happens in Final Fantasy VII. You can't keep track of most of it. Let's see, level 5s, but I have the level 4s to take care of. So, we're going to focus on the level 4s. But I say if you want to focus on the getting 7 and 5 finished, 15 I mean, before you do anything else, that's perfectly great. Honestly, for 1 through 6, figuring out which one is 1 and 4 are a little confusing, but for 1 through 6, you can knock those out in a few afternoons. Honestly, they're not terribly long games when you get into them. Bounty hunting? Yeah, that's pretty much all we're doing. The hunt dynamic system, side quest system in this game is like the main reason to play. It has all the coolest fights, a lot of like scenario-based conditions. I was told that it was the best part about the game back when it first came out by people who were playing it. Did Bobby tell me that? My friend Bobby is the one who told me to get on this game when the remaster came out. I don't think he told me that the hunt part was the best game. He was the one who just let me know that literally everything in this game is directly paralleled from Star Wars, which has so far held up to be 100% true. You know what? I completely lied before. I wouldn't say Crisis Core was my favorite one to play. I would say War of the Lions was my favorite one to play. I need to head north so that I can actually do these things. Yeah, no, I completely take it back. The Tactics War of the Lions was my favorite. And I liked the other Tactics games too, but they just weren't as grand or epic as War of the Lions. And I've actually really been liking this game's story presentation because they took a lot from the story presentation in War of the Lions. They're using the same Ivalice setting, they're using sprawling maps and descriptions of the different conflicts between nations in between chapters. I can totally get that this is like the next best thing for the Tactics fans. Holly, every stream has been me comparing different parts of this game to Star Wars. You've not been here for all of them, but I have been explaining it very specifically. It's very clear. Van is Skywalker, Balthier is Han Solo, Fran is sexy anime Chewbacca, Bosch is, Pinello is C-3PO, Bosch is R2-D2, and Ash is Princess Leia. We live in Rabanastre, which is the Sand City, in the Sand ghetto that all the Star Wars trilogies seem to start in. There were sand people in the world map. In the Yensa Sand Sea, there were sand people. They are the main enemy that occupy this area. They are literally described in the same way that sand people are described. We have the Arcadian Empire, which is the Empire. The judges are just 12 Darth Vaders. They even speak with that Darth Vader noise. I can keep going, man. It's easy. There was a pope at Mount Bur Omises that was like basically a Death of the Jedi, Death of the Jedi Council equivalent. It is all over the place. Oh, those are all names. Two culturally relevant franchises that I'm either unimpressed and or not into. Yeah, those were all names. Those were all the biggest names in the first trilogy cast, and became the central focal points in terms of characters and merch. But no. Like, even the airships in the opening cutscene, if you go back to the very first stream, make the TIE fighter noise when they're flying. They do that little scream fly noise when they pass by the screen. This game is 100% Star Wars, left and right, and that's perfect. Because, for one, what this game is showing me is that using exactly the same story beats and character dynamics as Star Wars, you can tell a completely different story with different themes. And that, in that bit, that's the fascinating part. is that despite being exactly Star Wars, it is an entirely different thematic experience than Star Wars. Which gives me hope that if I ever want to make a creative work, I can literally just copy Star Wars 2 and change a couple things and use different themes, and it'll still be awesome. And Final Fantasy, Square Enix didn't get sued for releasing this, so I doubt Disney will sue anyone else for making a legally distinct Star Wars copy. Alright, need to go to Nelbina Fortress first. They do 0 damage. I don't even have to care. Yeah. Definitely names. I mean, you have to at least know who Chewbacca is, right? The Wookiees are the most iconic of the Star Wars fantasy races, I think. Oh, I mean, Star Wars was really rote. Like, it took a basic hero's journey, story plots. It drew extremely heavily from, Catholic religious philosophy and used dressings of Buddhism and samurai culture. But I mean, that doesn't mean it's not good. The explanations for a lot of things are terrible. Star Wars is as good as it is bad. It is, in equal parts, amazing and terrible for all of the best and worst reasons. I should do some shopping. New Bazaar goods, it says. Forgotten Grimoire costs lots of money. But I can afford it. War Mage's Monograph. Hey, don't get all dude with me, Holly. You're the one who said that you didn't really invest all that much in Star Wars. I don't know. Now that there are 9 movies, I would say that watching, even if you say you've seen all of the movies, since there are 9 of them, that's a pretty far investment. I haven't read into all the comics or the books or the expanded lore or anything like that. And I would still call myself a Star Wars fan and be able to pick out the themes of it. Everyone's level of burden for saying whether or not they're a fan of something is different. So, I call myself a fan and I have evaluated the themes for myself. Even I've only just seen the movies. I wouldn't call myself surface level fan because of that. Let's see. Unimpressed? Yeah, I mean, you don't have to like them. What do I need? I don't need any of this stuff. This is all weak compared to me. And what about you? Probably the same level of stuff. Yeah, looks like it. Alright, so, if you tell me that you have, you're not that invested, then I have a spectrum of levels that I have to assume about not invested and what that means. Which is why I asked the clarification questions. Do you know about Chewbacca? I've literally met people who don't know who Chewbacca is. It's these aren't assumptions of ignorance. They are just, do you know about X so I can talk about X? We have to overcome the void of anonymity and the lack of information that we are burdened by due to the veil of the internet. Who was I talking to? I was talking to someone. That was the whole point, and I got distracted by rambling about nonsense. Where are they? Where are they in this little section? They're supposed to be right by the technique stand. Ooh, is it you? No, it's this guy. He was hiding behind a box. Well, your boy, what I gave that fuss down in the passage. You come out about my bill for that Atmos. That Atmos got my caravan. I'm super poor now. Gonna kill it? Yeah, I'll kill it. Go up to the Mosforan highways. There was capturing as many Slaven wilders as they could get their hands on. Army wanted for some reason or another, but it sent this Atmos into a rampage, seeing as how they get on with the Slaven wilders. No point pointing fingers, don't solve problems, kill the Atmos, help me get my money back. My experience with the recent trilogy is that I really liked the first movie. I really liked the third movie. I enjoyed the second movie. But for both the second and the third movie, my problem was that I felt that they were just entirely compromised in any story that they wanted to tell because they kept responding to and changing the story based on fan response. And I think what they did not realize or did not accept going in is that there is no way that for a franchise as large and as beloved as Star Wars are they ever going to not just immediately evoke outrage by fans for everything. Like, it's just the nature of the beast for, like, engaging with this intellectual property. Everyone expects it to be a certain way, and also, it's like that clip of The Simpsons, where it's like, they have all the kids in a focus room, and they're just like, I want everything to be exactly the way it was, and also entirely different. And do both of those at the same time. Ow. We got blown up by that trap real good. I think I was really interested in the idea that the whole balance between Jedi and Sith would go away. That the whole balance of the Force thing was based on just the cult ideas of the early Jedi that resulted in the rise of the Sith, and that doing away with it was better for the universe overall. Wait, is this it? No, that's just a regular one. Oh, and if I attack things near it, it becomes hostile, just like the elementals. Okay. They're pretty strong, too. True, after all, the world fans literally derived from Fanatic. Don't quote me on that, though. I will quote you 6 ways till Sunday. Nah, don't worry about it. Like, for people who are actual fanatics about Star Wars that I follow, people who are that much more invested in it than I am, who've looked into the supplementary material and all of that, something that they point out to a lot in how they were disappointed by this new trilogy and excited for what could have been before the trilogy backed down was that in the expanded lore, in the comics, they were saying, and I've not read the comics, but they were saying that the common man refers to the wars, like, between the Jedi and the Sith that resulted in the fall of the Republic as the Great Jedi Wars. Excuse me while I run away, because there's no way we're going to defeat that elemental. Because to the common person, they can't see a difference between a Jedi and a Sith. It's just the magic users over there with their weird cult religion. The dark side isn't really the imbalance in the Force, it's just using the Force. The Sith philosophy is that the Force is a means to freedom, whereas the Jedi philosophy is that the Force is a means to order and peace. Where was this? This is obviously not where I need to be, but where exactly is it? Is this just that section north of the other section that I hadn't explored? I'm getting distracted, but it's fine. I've thought about making some, making an analysis video of the philosophy behind the Jedi and the Sith, but I think enough of that has been made that I don't really have much to contribute to the conversation. And there's really too much of a prove that you're a true fan, like fake fan culture around Star Wars for me to even want to try outside of like a really loose colloquial sense. I did not play KOTOR. I watched some people play KOTOR, and like all the stuff with Revan is just the coolest shit in the world. And I would say, in terms of like exploring the conflict of philosophy and the Force, KOTOR does a better version of that than literally any other Star Wars property that I know of. Like with that one guy, I forget his name, the one guy at the who lived in the rainforest at the bottom of the Wookiee planet or whatever it was, that was just completely neutral. And where am I going? Seriously, where am I going? I'm lost. I'm still in the Esther Sand. You don't want to... Okay, well, if I randomly run into another summon like I did the other day, we'll try to beat it. When you say KOTOR, do you mean Knights of the Old Republic 1 or Knights of the Old Republic 2? Trying to say, because there was literally learned most of the stuff and started watching the movies. Yeah. Revan was not the old grizzled Jedi who abandoned the Order and lived in the forest. The party member, he's the one who. There was a lot of dialogue with him about the hypocrisy of the Jedi Order, and like people were so up in arms about Luke calling out the hypocrisy of the Jedi in the new trilogy. And we're just sitting over here being like, they totally have already done that in a significant way in KOTOR. So why would anyone call into question that? The Jedi are literally people that steal toddlers to indoctrinate them in their religion from, like, you know, in order to make them political representatives in the Republic. Like, there's nothing that great about being a Jedi other than the words and the power. Which is why the Sith result. There was a Knights of the Old Republic 2, but it wasn't as good as Knights of the Old Republic 1. So if you're concerned about that, don't be. I'll suggest checking out some kind of ocean thing for later on in the story. I would suggest checking out the Two Best Friends play Let's Play of Knights of the Old Republic if you really want to get deep and you got too frustrated with the game to keep going. Don't feel embarrassed. Like, the longer a series gets and the more ravenous the fans become of a series, like, I totally feel the sort of, like, push away from getting too invested in things. And even beyond that, like, Star Wars is a very specific kind of future fantasy, and lots of people liking it is not a reason to like anything. That's called the popular fallacy in philosophy. Just because it's popular doesn't mean it's good or good for you. Alcohol is super popular, but that doesn't mean one ought to drink it. So no one ought to like Star Wars either. There, that's an analogy certainly to get no one mad. Oh boy. Controls were shite. It was an old game. Controls were bad, yes, I agree. I need to figure out how to make my modding auto-accept the word shite, because I don't even consider shite a curse word if you spell it with an E. True, not embarrassed about not liking it, I was kind of blushing about my lack of knowledge on it. Forget it. There's way more important things to know about than an IP, right? Like, how many ultra-popular IPs are out there, and how much time does have one in their life? Like, I liked Dragon Ball when I was growing up. Am I running in? What is... Oh. It's just an area introduction again. There's a big old dinosaur. And I have my map crossed out, which makes me think I might in fact be running into a... Oh no, I can't go further. Alright, we've exhausted the exploration. Yeah, but I haven't gone back and watched like all of Dragon Ball Z Kai. That would be ridiculous. One Piece has a huge fan base, and to get into One Piece now would basically be saying, hey, I want to commit a sum total of 3 months worth of straight viewing time out of my life. And I'm like, no. Just look into the things you like and be a part of communities you are interested in. Popularity, like needing to know about something that's popular is nonsense. I literally do not know any of the names of the famous people in the United States. I don't know famous actors, I don't know famous musicians, no one. And I lived in California for my college, and every time I said the name, like, asked who anyone was when people started dropping names left and right, like it's periods in California, people would go, oh my gosh, you don't know who, I don't know, Johnny Legend is? Or, like, no, I don't. And why should I? All roads lead to anime. Nay, not 3 months, just 3 weeks of literal hell. I don't know. By the time One Piece is complete, it might very well be 3 months. I know the author said he had a roadmap for where he wanted the series to end, but I don't know. When you're going for that long, roadmap doesn't mean all that much. Alright, map filled. Back to the bounty hunting. Yeah. I mean, I watched One Piece when it was on 4Kids when I was a child of the tender age of 9. But I can't see myself devoting any more time to One Piece just because of that length. I don't watch all that much anime anymore. I've really focused on playing a lot more games because I find that the quality of my experience is far improved by playing video games than sitting down and watching shows. Let's see. In a section I haven't been to yet. So keep going forward. Wait, this is a town? How is there a town right here? And more importantly, why is there not a map merchant near here? Caravaner. Travelers or else. Going to Arcadia, you'll want to cross the mountains to the north and go east through the fortress. Huh. We got new weapons. Kikuichi Monji. Chaos Mace. Let me check my licenses real quick before I buy weapons. Let's see. I recall him saying something like he had a move my cursor, basic plot thread, but expanded the parts in between like 30 years or something. Yeah, that expanded is one thing one way to talk about it. Getting Mondo paychecks is another way to describe it. If I got rich off of every chapter I wrote, I would expand my chapters significantly as well. Just saying, respect the hustle. Don't pretend it's not anything different. Alright. Get maces. Chaos Mace is the one that's standing in front of me right now? I think so. We're gonna get Balthier set up with a mace. Do I want to get him magic power? Might as well. Increase it, increase it. Get all the big numbers. Numbers going up. I don't really need those at the moment. But it leads to black magic. Yay! Now I have water magic. I could protect myself slightly, maybe. Let's see. Different experience for me, so I couldn't exactly compare, but I prefer TV series and or anime to movies, and games to TV series and or animes. Literature is literally at the top. It's no different than literally any other manga in that aspect. Like, staying popular and relevant is the game. Yeah, I mean, it's true. Respect the hustle. I would say for me, the reason games are the thing is has to be the interactivity, that I actually get to be a part of it. It's not to say that other things don't impress me, so much as it is that, well, for one, there's a lot more bang for my buck. And for two, there's seems to be more of a way to engage with other people about games. Because there are different ways in which people engage with them. Yeah. Interactivity. I'm doing an activity and it's acting back. Where if I just sit down to a good show, it's a good show. But if I sit down to a bad show, I don't have any agency in terms of how do I enjoy this more. Like I'm not really good at hate watching, so like I can't even watch a bad show for the sake of enjoying how much I dislike it. Whereas even with a bad game, if I have someone there with me, or even by myself, I can often make fun out of it. I can find something to do that is inherently enjoyable, and that makes me think it is good in that way. And I suppose that's how people enjoy hate watches. But if I'm not the originator of the fun, then I have troubles finding the fun. Wait, have I gotten swords? I haven't gotten more swords for her. Kogorasu baru magoroku murasame kiku ichi monji ame no murakamo yake. What is the one that I just saw in front of me? It's the Kiku Ichimonji and Chaos Mace. Alright. I'm turning Pinello into a samurai, because I didn't want her to be squishy anymore. White Mage Samurai is her role. And swiftness. Nice. Back to 0. Van, what are you up to? We'll just give you anything since we're not using you right now. We'll get everything eventually. So how's life in Warframe? It's pretty good. Oh, hold on, I missed one. These bad shows have the inherent badness to it. It's mediocre shows that gets on my nerves. Yeah, White Mage Samurai. That's what I want her to be. She heals people while cutting down others. There's something to be said. I forget who said it. I think it might have been the YouTuber Matt McMuscles, who was like, there's nothing worse than a show that's just okay. In that if something is horrible, you can enjoy how bad it is. If something is amazing, you can enjoy how amazing it is. But if something's just okay, or just mediocre, just shy of being good but not quite good, then that's where the real problems result. I didn't get the mace thing, did I? No, I did. Good. And I kind of have an issue with that idea, because I think there is a lot of value to things that are just okay. And not recognizing that or giving room for that can be really problematic. I don't know. I'm probably in just a different kind of person. I probably just engage with it differently. Let's see. I don't know. I mean, honestly, I don't know if it is. I think the common consensus nowadays is more that people gravitate towards extremes. I think people enjoy extremes because they're more exciting. I think people, at least in the United States, are less satisfied with things that are average or okay or simple because it's less to latch on to. It's less exciting. Fuzzy Miter? Immune to petrify. Don't necessarily need that. Again, I could buy a bunch of remedies, but not now. Here's things we could have. Alright. Phobos Glaze is a special one we gotta keep. Gotta keep my trophies. Make my money back. As for Warframe, I would say things are going alright. The stream of Warframe is going to continue on Saturday, and right now I'm trying to kill a Kuvalich for the first time. Oh, were those special things that I just sold? Shoot. They were high price, weren't they? I might as well sell them. That's what they're for. I don't gain anything by keeping these. And there's no fond memory aspect to it. I'm just gonna sell them. Let's see. More often than not, more exhilarating. Saturday is as in tomorrow or next Saturday? Saturday as in... because today is still Thursday for me, so Saturday the 18th. As for my downtime, all I've really done is try to get Requiem relics so I could be prepared for Saturday. I leveled up Ivara Prime and Vaba Prime. Take this moment to wet my whistle. And I'm leveling up Baruch now because I got all the pieces of Baruch off stream as well. And I really like Baruch. I'm interested in making a purely defensive Warframe out of him. And see if I can't make that work as a different kind of gameplay. I'm just gonna sell all of them. Said instantly to externally fix the form of any creation to which it is applied. Yeah, it doesn't even mention the thing that I killed for it sometimes. Goodbye, Nidhogg Skin. Goodbye, Soul Powder. Goodbye, Electrum. New Bizarre Goods. Monk's Guard. Headband, Jujitsu Gi, Baka Swine, Iron Sword. These are all nothing. Those are all nothings they just gave me. Alright. Since almost everyone is doing lists, what are your significant games of the decade? Man, I don't know. I did not keep track of games by, of what were in the decade. I have games that I really liked that I played, but, the people doing those lists are, people who have already established YouTube or reviewing as a job, and just overall, I don't really do lists. None of my content is listicle based. I'm going to check my map again to see if I have more of a bearing. I do. So I should be going northwest to find this guy. The Shrine of the Northwest Wind. Strange scent. Okay. Good to know. Yes, I would like to buy a map. Oh my gosh. I've never been so happy to buy a map. Let's see. Purely defensive, and then I began Warframe, put these separate conflict on assaults, a tank and a tracker. Unfortunately, I didn't exactly have the required mobs, so that flopped harder than a dead fish. Yeah, I was going into Warframe with the idea... Don't get bogged down now, but these people dangerous place that. Alright. I got caught up in the idea that I would have, like, Warframes with set play styles when I first went into Warframe 2. Whereas it's significantly more like, get the skill set, have all of the basic mods that make it so that you can clear rooms as quickly as possible, have a weapon that does high single damage for when that's important. And it's only much later on that you start playing with the idea of having, like, types of, like, Warframes, like, types of different engagement, just because you're putting a new challenge on yourself to make it harder rather than make it easier. And those are two very different things in terms of engagement. Look at Penelo with this sword. Her stance is kind of made for it, honestly. Oh. I don't think I can hit this because he's flying. So I need to actually switch Balthier back to the gun. I also need to sort my weapons. Because I need this gun. There we go. Oh, look at all that magic. Let's cast Aqua on the bird. Not impressive at the moment. Oh, there's another vulture. Let's see. I would say in terms of like what my most significant games of the decade are, I've been making videos on them. Like Bloodborne is up there. I really enjoyed Devil May Cry, but that was a very short experience for me. Bloodborne is way, way up there. Mm. Ten years is a long time. 10 years ago, I was 17. I was coming out of high school, and out of high school, I was actually entering a phase where I watched mostly anime and had stopped playing games for a very long time. Top game, my favorite games would be then, in no particular order, Bloodborne, Nier Automata. I don't even know if Nier counts, because I don't remember when Nier came out. Final Fantasy X? I don't know when Final Fantasy X came out. Where is this thing? How many have I listed? I wasn't counting. Next region. Okay. Ow. Bloodborne. Nier Automata, Catherine, Final Fantasy X. This is a hard multitask. Huh. Warframe for sure. I want to put Kingdom Hearts 3 on there, but I really don't like how they've approached story and DLC. So instead of Kingdom Hearts 3, I guess I would say Weird. I don't think Kingdom Hearts is a very emotional game for me, but I'm not sure I would put it on my favorites now. After how things have changed with 3. Oh hey, there he is. Let's try to clear the birds before we go say hello to the big guy, huh? When did Kingdom Hearts 2 come out? Alright, Atomos. Let's see if I can slow you. I cannot. Immune to harmful status effects. Black magic isn't strong right now. Let's see. Let's give him a taste of Traveler. See if I can't finish him off with that. There we go. That's a good hunt. Didn't even need to use quickening. Atomos vanquished. Yeah, I mean, in a very general way, Kingdom Hearts was just because the nature of its story is so, like, vague in its metaphor, and how young I was when I first engaged with the original Kingdom Hearts, it's, I don't find there's really much depth to the story of Kingdom Hearts, more complication, but everything has an emotional association with me in terms of how it's connected to my feelings of confidence and what I care about. I did a whole interview with my friend Tagori, Matt, about this on my channel. So it's kind of hard to explain in a blurb. Clan Primer. We're going to check this other one. So it was supposed to be... alright. I could have caught him on my way here, but I was not focused on being highly efficient. I was more just having fun. Yeah, then Kingdom Hearts 2 won't fall into this in the decade list either. They came out in the aughts. Yeah, because I have a gap in my gaming. And I've done a lot of attempting to catch up with older games. What the... Rocks. So my decade looked very different from the decade. Ow. I think I've only named 7 total? 6? Like, I played Valkyria Chronicles this decade, and I was really impressed by that game. But that's not a this decade game. I don't play enough new releases, I guess is what I'm saying. I ought to play more big titles. I was right next to you. Hey, keep it down, man. I'm busy here. Can't you see? If you know business with me, I'll speak with you later. Or did you come about brag? That's right. Truly? Sorry, I tried to brush you off there. Now, listen up. I'm a traveling merchant. See, me and my partner were on our way to the hunter's camp on the Foam Coast with some wares. Thing is, we took a wrong turn in the Salica Wood. A bad turn. That's when we ran into that nightmare. Talk about wild horses. I escaped by the bristles on my chin, but when I came back, my partner and our wares were gone. I thought I'd wait here for my partner, but so far I ain't seen hide nor hair of him. I'm worried, but not enough to go looking myself. Why does this kind have a snub nose and the other kind have a pointy anteater nose? I have no idea. I posted the bill and why I want you to go get that brag for me. Alright, brag! The hunt begins! Oh no, I'm sorry to hear that, Holly. Yeah, it's shaping up to be a pretty lean year for me as well. Pretty close to the Necrohall of Nabudis, come to think of it. Yeah, I know, the complete opposite direction from the Foam Coast, where we were supposed to be headed. Alright. Nope, wrong pause. Alright, let's take a look. Gotta return that, but this is the Salica Wood brag, just forward, is what they're telling me. Keep going forward, because I haven't been there yet. Where would the Salica Wood be? I know where the Feywood is, but that's not that's not the same place at all. It's just gonna be forward. So we'll get to it when we get to it. He'll just be waiting. Good thing there is a teleport crystal here. Oh, come to think of it. Now that... Wary Wolf. It's making them big, huh? Now that I have the ability to cast Aqua, I might be able to engage with the fire elemental that shows up a little bit. We shall see. Excuse me, wolfos. They didn't want to let me through. Very rude. Very rude dogs. That lunge animation looks really goofy. The backflip part looks okay, but then they're just like twisting in a torpedo, and there's no weight to it. Yeah, and little backflip is so fast. Well, it's 8 minutes to 8 here, so I'm probably gonna go after a while. Hey, no worries, Holly. You go whenever you feel is your right time to go. You don't gotta stay up with me the whole time. I'm not planning on progressing the story at all right now, so you won't miss anything. Everything's archived on the other channel anyway. So no worries at all. Whoa. A cutscene. I already heard from one of the caravans come in before you. Sounds like you made short work of that Atomos. The caravan shouldn't have any trouble bringing in supplies. You're my thanks. Here, Javi. You grinny to your bro? What's this hubbub about? This here boy didn't fritter dirt that Atomos, is how I would say that if I could speak English well. Snort. Good for us. Was it something I said? Sorry, I didn't mean to keep you so long. Thanks again for taking care of the Atomos for me. Here's your bounty. You've earned Gil, and a Gaia Rod, and a Platinum Shield. Items I already have. There's no right time, to be honest. There's only the deadline and the crunches it takes to complete stuff. Work is work. Deadlines is deadlines. Gotta make things to make money. Do I want to try a chocobo? Or do I just want to teleport back? What are you doing out here? You're not even talkable. Teleport back to Rabanastre. I'm just going to accept all the hunts. Let's stop trying to do them in order. Let's just do them. Because I keep retreading land. And I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. Alright, move through Bazaar. Why not do something insane? What's the insane thing I could do? One does not merely think up insane things to do on their own. Because I would call myself a sane person. I don't know how many people would agree with that, but I would call myself sane. Let's see, how fares the hunt, Kupo? Orthros, Trickster, Antlion, and Carrot. Oh, it's a slime. That might be hard to deal with. Contrite Thief in Rabanastre. I got caught thieving. I'd be happy to give back what I've done stole, but this monster came and stole what I stole, then better to talk in person. Alright. Go talk to the guy. And they are... Oh, it's gonna be in the sewer. Alright. What's next? Trickster. It's a chocobo. Gotta talk to Gertie. I know where Gertie is. Wait, out in Burrow Mises? Yeah, I suppose I will. Huh. I guess I didn't know where Gertie was. You're not the only one with his sights on the Trickster, boy. If I make it to the petitioner before you do, don't let it get you down, eh? Oh, is that actually time sensitive? If so, I'll do Trickster first. What is that? No lunatic stuff? Man, what you missed was the crazy thing I did at the end of last stream. Not the very end. I guess middle. Which was randomly discovered a summonable monster that I had to fight in order to gain access to it just by exploring the map. That was crazy. Had a row with my children, they got upset, ran to the Lusu mines, but they don't realize they're in danger. Please help. Go speak to him. And they're in Bujerba, which I haven't been back to yet. And Carrot. What? That's just a bunch of goo on a ceiling. My precious little carrots run away, wild as the day she sprouted. Frizzle widgets, who will come and hear my tale of worry and woe. Am I just gonna fight an actual Cthulhu? Ah, I don't want to fight an actual Cthulhu. I grow weary of this. Do you go now to hunt this carrot? Oh, of course the rabbit wants the carrot. Let me join you. Unlike a blade, a warrior must fight to keep her edge. Should you contract the hunt, I will meet you there. Okay. I guess I got plenty to do. Let's go pick the other ones up. Well, got to go now. Good game. GG, GG. And yeah, look forward to seeing you later this week, Holly. You take it easy now. Get some rest, if you can. Bye-bye. Otto. Big stretch. Alright. Accepting more hunts. White mouse. It's another slime. Sorbet in Ravenaster. Mutant flan. I'm in something of a fix. A monster has made off with an item of great importance to me. I seek the aid of a hunter. And they are off in the exit to the Western End. Merilith, big ol' snake, Tavern Master in Ravenaster, who's literally right behind me. Friend wishes to make an exceptional toast, so I want to send him an exceptional serpent wine. You get to slay the exceptional serpent. Alright, who is literally right behind me. Alright, Bloodwing is a big old bat. Dalmasca Estersan, number 381. This beast killed my partner and I want revenge. Only problem is I ain't up to dishing it out. That's where you come in. How am I supposed to accept... Huh. How do I accept a bill from someone who's back in the prison? To Barheim Passage. I guess that's just an entirely different direction, huh? Weird. Alright. Problem. Let's see. It's a big ol' rock treant. Morgan in Nalbina Fortress. Heard a hellish creature now makes it this home. Nebrius Deadlands, please. Nebradia was once my home. I cannot bear to see it so profaned. Alright. Go save my old home. My old house, so important to me. Alright. Tavern Master. Where are you? Let's see, come here about my bill. You know I'm in an ingredient most rare. Naturally a mark is involved or I wouldn't need a hunter. I received an order for a fine serpent wine to a gift to thank someone for rescuing a person of importance, or some such. But I lack the ingredients. We're talking about exceptional serpent wine, so only the finest ingredients will do. I accept. Splendid! Go get my stuff. Only the serpent wine must be the legend in Marilith. Defeat the Marilith. Get the wine. Enter the Zertanen Caverns from the Western Sand. You should find the Marilith. That said, I researched high and low with no luck. I wish I had more time to look around, but it wouldn't do to leave the tavern for too long, so I gave up and decided to post a bill. You get all that, enter the Zertanen Caverns from the Western Sand and find the Marilith, and when you go prepared. Marilith, the hunt begins. Right, let's see. Clan Primer, Hunts in order. Sorbet in Rabanastre. He's at the western gate, but I also have someone who is Tavern Master we've already spoken to, and Contrite Thief is going to be in Lowtown. So we'll go to Lowtown first and try to deal with that. Let's see, petition has been submitted for the hunting of Trickster. There's Gertie, Sandstream Pass on Burrow Sace. I didn't read the thing for the Chocobo hunt. The little blurb as you accepted it. That's too bad. Too bad for me. Big lose. Alright, and down we go. Oh, help, yawn. I'm too far away. Right. Is either right? No, not this person. One of these people? Rabanastrin. Contrite Thief. Fuss Budget. I wanted to take a nap there, no fair. She looks so comfy as can be, but why does she keep twitching like that? Pangs of guilt? Nah, probably just fleas. Oh, did you see my bill? Thanks for coming, love. Just knowing someone cared enough to hear my troubles is all I needed. Farewell, cruel world, Wheeze. Only widen your up, dear. I still got some juice left in me. Ready to get down to business. If you've seen the bill, you know I need the Orthros hunted, stuffed, and mounted. How come? Well, I'll tell you, but only if you agree to do the hunt, love. So interested? I'll do it. Thank you, love. Though I hate to have such a fine young man as yourself see me in such a state, well, you already know I'm a thief. There, I've said it, the shame. Ahem. Well, I wouldn't be much of a thief if I didn't steal from time to time, partaking of things in Samal's house. Samal never home. He's always down in the south sprawl talking to some kid. That's why he's practically begging to be robbed. Not being one to turn down such a clear invitation, she plundered. The kids caught me in the act. Well, you can imagine how frightened I was. Mama kid chased me, shouting, "Stop, thief, grabber, whatnot, snort." Much easier than being chased by proper adults, but fine. But where I was. Of course, the Garamatsith Waterway. That's the place where they chased me to. Couldn't scarcely breathe. The point, mind you, still somehow gave him the slip. But no sooner the Orthos showed up and ate my stuff. Plundered as fast as it could. Made my way back to Lowtown. Grown-ups involved. Found myself penned in tight. Seemed like they were frying pan in the fire. Lucky for me, Samo showed up just then. He's the one what I'd stole from C. Heart of gold, that one. Said, wow, this is a long preamble. Everything what I took, only the Orthos made off with it, so I'm in no condition to get back from him, as you surely see. So you gotta help me, kill the thing so we can get the stuff back. Notorious Sikh by the name of Odaguz is said to be there. I daren't think that he'd do to a dainty flower like myself. Don't let them send me away. Alright, so south end of the waterway. He's particular about who he'll attack. Leastwise, that's what Samal said. He's particular about who he'll attack? Will he only attack ladies? Is that the hint? Because you're a lady? Orthros, the hunt begins. I hope that's not the hint. That's a lame trick for the dynamic. You just have to have a party of all ladies. All the lady characters. Oops. Okay. World map. No. Clan Primer. Hunt. Not that one. That one. The Contrite Thief sold a bundle of articles, lost it to Orthos. Orthos, known to dwell in southern reaches of the Garamsith waterway, and is is an inveterate lover of the fairer sex known to hide at the first sight of men. So, only the ladies. And I'm supposed to make it down there somehow. And I could not figure out how to navigate this area last time I was here because they cut off a whole bunch of different paths. So we'll see how it goes. Apparently I have access to it since the hunt activated at all. Huh. So I gotta change Penelo's build here. So party, Van, goodbye Balthier, Fran, goodbye Bash. No, Van isn't a lady. This lady like. And I have to change Penelo's gambits real quick because she's set up for interacting with Bash. But I guess it's now going to be Ash. And for Ash, I have to change it. Oh, well, I don't have her curing at the moment. I do have Fran doing that, though. Which is good. We can leave her like that. Well, we don't really have to with Penelo. We'll go like this. We'll rock it as Fran for a little while. Let's go ahead and optimize equipment while we're here. Alright, good for Penelo. Alright, don't need to save, because auto-saves. I've got more than one shiny going on over here. Rusted device, sluice gate, and operating it. You will need a sluice gate key to operate it. Where I would find that, no idea. So how in the world am I supposed to make it further down in any of these areas? I know we have that big old frog in this area that beat me up a ton. I got no idea how strong it is. Oh, it's not too bad now. I suppose we can always watch the frog to see how he'll make it over to me. We got him. So we just have to use the floor and risk the death. Keep going around and round because we don't have a real map. Go this way, and we can't cut across because it's watery. So I need to somehow make it further in and get... Maybe it'll just get the sluice gate key then? By going further in? I have no idea. This place confuses me to no end. Treasure, some sand.
I can't.
Wow. Talk about sudden and damaging. Phoenix down on Penelo, please. That actually shocked me, like a lot. Big wow. Alright, since I got Penelo on heal, right now I need to take the healing gambits off of Fran. So that'll just interrupt what I need to do. Hornito. Gravity mode. But none of those are sluice gate keys. Can I make it to that stairwell to go north? I mean, I can only assume that sluice gate keys are something I can find in this area. It's the only possible thing that it could be, I guess. Wait, what reformed? Nothing. Oh, look, a Marlboro and a frog are hanging out. Huh. These things are weak to fire. Or at least something's weak to fire. That Marlboro's wearing a crown on its head. We might be in this area for a while longer. You know, for being said to have the lowest stat, Fran's doing okay. And this direction is how we find the target. Fran has access to regular fire and thunder. So those are some black magic possibilities. Fran is not attacking first, which means I have a problem with my gambit. Targeting ally. This needs to be foe any. So that she just starts attacking. This is supposed to be the area with the monster, yes? I believe so. Nope, one area further in. Where the original slime boss was. We'll go ahead and Chronos tier Ash. That would be very important to do. Alright, and now we got the big fight. Gosh, it's just such an anime setup. We're gonna start with quickenings, if you don't mind, since they're available.
It ends now.
And slimes are annoying. High physical defense makes them annoying to fight. And he's got that anime molestation eyes thing going on.
I must believe.
It is not okay. There we go, that's something. I think I might have gotten both mischarges there. Who knows?
Ha!
Gosh, look at this thing.
It ends now.
We're just getting all of the level 3s, aren't we? This thing has no chance. Nope. Did not click fast enough. Not lucky enough. Still, that should be a pretty decent amount of damage if you ask me. Whiteout. Ice. Oh man, it did barely anything. That's unfortunate. We're doing not terrible damage, but still. Let's see. How's fire? Does nothing. Magics. How's thunder? Does barely anything. Maybe that's why the mist didn't work. He's actually not strong to... Oh, hold on. I need to antidote Pinello, because she's not going to antidote herself. I need to Nukai Sans Pinello. Oh no, she's not confused anymore. Never mind. We're good, we'll just fight her normally. Chronos Tier Pinello. Get up. Chronos Tier myself. I don't really need that right now. I haven't traveled much actually. Well, it was something. Kept us alive for a moment. Items. Nope. Phoenix down. Ash. Oh, it's because Pinello was confused and they were teaming up on Ash. Items. Phoenix down. Pinello. Confuse has to be the most difficult status effect to deal with. Just because I'm making my characters so strong, but they can definitely take each other out no problem. Items. Nukai-san on Fran. Thank you. I'm gonna take it out in just a few hits. Still gonna try to Chronos Tier Fran here again. I don't have Duck on Ash. Oh, need a gold needle on Pinello. Status effect fights. I don't like. Just let us kill you before you do anything intense. Like that. That was fine. It was a lot of damage, but it was fine. Oh no, I'm confused again. Alright. Are you using rays? You are. No worries, we win. Frustratingly, but we win. Bundle of stolen articles. Orthros vanquished. And now I can set my party back up the way I want it to be. Alright. Gambits. Pinello. Not Ash. Bash. Alright. And Fran. Back on Cure. Party. We should be back to normal there. Part of me wants to continue exploring this area, the other part of me realizes that there's some big thing that happens down here later on, but I don't have all the pieces of that little circlet lit up. I don't know. Perhaps I'll explore it a little bit off stream on my own time. Not when I have other things to take care of. Excuse me, Elemental. Just don't come near me, please. It's not my fault that the monsters around here are hostile. At least I'm glad I figured out how the waterways work, because last time I was here just getting completely wrecked by that toad and having no idea how to navigate. It was frustrating. Ow. Also, maybe I can get back to that other side right now by going around and get those stairs unlocked. I don't see why I wouldn't be able to. Oh, there's just a door. It's just a door in the way. That's why. Boo. That's no fun. I thought I was being clever. Turns out I wasn't. Now run our way back around. All the way back around, and here we go. Get that healing, and get our way back. Alright, turning in the bounty hunt. The bounty. The quest. Hey, wake up. Thank you. You've said... Hello there, Samal. Hi. You've got my things, you're lucky someone was willing to help you. You can't hope but get by in life by stealing or pilfering or all that other whatnot. So off with you now. Hopefully you learned all of your lessons and whatnot. Don't take my stuff again. Thank you. I've learned a lesson. I'll probably never see you again. But if you ever see a lonely Sikh on the street corner, I have to keep my dreams where they... No, keep them where you belong. Never work out. You and me, it would never work out. Oh, she's getting all romantic. Okay. Horathki's flame and unpurified ether. Okay. You should be commended hunting a creature for the sake of a scoundrel. Seek, I don't care how large the bounty is. It's a rare soul to do that. Speaking of which, it's a blackened fragment of some sort of medallion. It was given to me by a man who said I should pass it on to someone who'd shown great courage. Got the character, so I want to give it to you. Here came Brookman died not long ago. I was a sky pirate myself once. I'd rather not too many people know, though. Some choice of profession, wouldn't you say? Anyway, through a course of events I won't bore you with now, I saved this man's life, and that's why he entrusted me the medallion. He never told me what it was for or what it did, but I got the impression it was important. Now I want you to have it. It belongs to you. Alright. Blackened fragment. Whatever that is. Alright. Let's see. Key items. Blackened fragment. One of 4 pieces of a broken medallion you received as a reward for finding and returning some all stolen articles. So some of these bounty hunts are going to reward fragments like this, and that maybe unlocks some kind of mega dungeon or whatever. Superior loot from Amorphs and Undead. Alright. Well, let's see. The last person in Ravenaster was the one that was in the exit to the Westersund. So the closest stairwell is going to be the south one here. Skip over to the other entrance. Now, are they out here, or are they on the inside? It's Sorbet. You've come about the bill. Thank you. A sticky situation. That wobbly white confection got the better of me, Coupeau. I prefer not to go into the details until you've officially agreed to the hunt. It's all rather personal, you understand? I accept it. Now I can tell you of my tale of woe. You see, old Dalan had given me a key, a broken old thing that wasn't working. I have a brother who's quite adept at repairing such things, and old Dalan had asked that he do precisely that, Coupeau. Dalan gave me a wobbly white treat by way of thanks, and well, I decided I'd eat that before taking the key to my brother. I didn't want Hurdy or the others to find out, so I went over to the plaza in the southern sprawl to eat it, Coupeau. And well, I tripped, and how I tripped. I dropped the treat and key both, and watched them tumble down into the Gramsith waterway. Desperate, I set out, determined to find the key and treat. I'd reached the west sluice control of the Gramsith waterway when I saw it. The west sluice control. That wobbly white creature took the key and my treat, I'm sure of it. If you can defeat it, I'm certain we can get back the key. I'm willing to mark the treat down as lost at this point, but I must have the key, Coupeau. White mouse, the hunt begins. A white moose. I've been reading it as a mouse. It's moose. Of course the treat is lost. You dropped it on the ground. Alright, so back to the waterway, I guess. Hanging out in the sewers. Like the sewer rats we are. Lots of loading doors. Let's take a swig, why don't we? Look at everyone do their idle animations in fast forward. Big hilarious. Whoop, wrong way. Dalan is just the one who gave the treat. We don't actually need to talk to Dalan. His part of the story is over. And around the corner. And back down here we go. Okay. Just run across this way, please, if you don't mind. Thank you. Alright. West Sluice Control. Of course, we can always just check. Oh, okay. So just one before the location I was already at. It seems determined to make me explore this area. Whoa, casting duck. No, that's not the way. This is the way. This is the way. Shoot him. Thank you. Good job. Keep it up. No, we're gonna shoot the frog anyway. Cool. I got a text. Wonder if it's important. It is important. I don't need to respond to it immediately, but I will anyway, because the game essentially plays itself. Let's see. There we go. Taking care of all our responsibilities. Now we're in the area, and it's going to drop down off the ceiling like all the slimes do. Ah. Shoot it. Kill it till it's dead. Ow. It looks funny to be blocking with this thing. More of these. Best that we empower our retreat just in case we have to. Though I don't think we will. How this hunt is number 6 but a rank 3, I don't understand. There it is. This should be easier than the last one, right? Flash creates blind, but Penella has blind now. Alright, he's asleep. And he's awake now. What can I do? What should I do? I don't really need to do shell and protect. I don't know, Aqua would be any help. Not getting much information from him. Oh, Penella's asleep. Can't really wake herself up, can she? Let's see. Sleep. Penella, wake up. Well, we can always try slow, though these monsters never seem to get affected by slow. The one people I want to use it against never are affected by it. Chronos tier on Penella. Slowly but surely. want to look at its gross face. Oh, he got all of us with the slow. Let's cure Pinello first, because she's the healer. And Bosch, because he's the damage dealer. And then myself. Because why not? And let's try to kill it with something interesting at least.
Please.
Alright. And Evanescence from Pinello. Very popular band performance from Pinello. Love her music. And we win! Woo! Big wins all around. I obtained a broken key. White Moose vanquished. Alright, and now we leave. And hopefully another bounty that we collect will not put us immediately back down here again. Because that would be somewhat silly. Ooh, big stretch. In fact, let's switch to fast forward so we can get back out of the sewer a little quicker. Let's see, this way, then back around. Well, if you're going to be that far away... Now they really come zipping in here when we're on fast forward, don't they? Free click. And now we go talk with Gertie again. Run, Van, run. Shake them arms. Whoa, so many loading screens, so much PlayStation 2. Take a swig. Heh. Just leave the cap off, my soda's flat now anyway. Hey Gertie, I got your key, it's broke. Or sorbet, not Gertie. You have the key, that means you defeated my wobbly white nemesis. Thank you ever so much, Kupol. You've saved this poor Moogle's honor. Now, to get my brother to repair it, I'll be back in 2 shakes. Why do I have to wait for that? Oh, a burning bow. Sorry to keep you waiting, Kupo. My brothers repaired the key, but not before a serendipitous message arrived from old Dalan. He found another key that worked, so he doesn't need this one anymore. Sorry for wasting your time. It wouldn't feel right keeping the key now, so I want you to have it. It's the least I can do after all you've done. Sluice Gate Key. And that's how you get the Sluice Gate Key, so that I can actually explore the waterway more. Gotcha. Makes sense. So where am I off to now? I need to go to Bajurba. I don't want to use a teleport crystal since I don't have to. So let's do the one in Bajurba. Because I'm pretty sure I only have the one over there, if I'm not mistaken. Who do I need to talk to, though? Flights to Nabina is a no. Flights to Bajurba is a yes. Good day, sir. Good day, sir. This counter serves travelers wishing passage to Bajurba. We have ships fitted with shops and amenities, or if you prefer to sleep during your journey, ships with only private cabins. Whichever you choose, the price is the same. We will show you aboard as soon as you've purchased your ticket. Whichever you choose, the price is the same. By leisure craft, by private cabin. I don't understand. I guess we just choose the first one first. Thank you, sir. Enjoy your flight. I guess it's just different cutscenes. Ooh. Big flying. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to welcome you aboard on behalf of the East Evilus Company. Your captain for our voyage is Mr. Urbana with Mr. Adin, his first officer. I am Chief Steward Chisel. We have cabins available should you wish to retire for the remainder of your journey, and please let me know if I may be of any service. Okay. Kupo, oh, miss. I've shopped, taken in the sky, and now I'd like to rest in a cabin, Kupo. I'm not having any luck finding one, though. Where are they? You mean to rest until we arrive? The cabins are right this way, through the Sky Saloon. Give your name to the Chief Steward, and she'll have a room prepared for you. We never looked in there, Kupo. We thought they might be up on the deck. Thanks for your help. This is interesting. They actually made a separate area for it, cutscenes, everything. Excited manga. I have never even been good with heights. So why is business always sees me head into Bajurba? Fates have a sense of humor, don't they? So that's the Sky Saloon where I rest. This is a steward. It tells me that's the cabins over there. And I don't have a map. Well. Assistant storekeeper. Care to purchase any items for the remainder of the voyage? Oh, here's where I can purchase teleport stones. Add glacial greens? Thought to give chocobos a slight buzz. Let's see. Weird that they would sell an item that makes their business, like, pointless. Chronos tears and handkerchiefs. Clumsy banga. Let's talk to you standing by the window. Traveler! You killing time too? My friend's asleep in his cabin. Can you imagine wasting time sleeping on a voyage like this? I mean, I guess at some point you'd have to, right? Machinist! No interruptions, no interruptions. We're discussing plans for the next airship design. We've just come from an inspection of an airship yard in Arcadia's Kupo. Should it be an Arcadian design, built for speed, or should we play soundness of build first as we pass no easy choice Kupo? No easy choice Kupo, indeed Kupo. Air deck. what's up here? An Imperial. I'm mad at you, because you're an Imperial. I'm friend with the farrier, members of the crew, boy. Don't want you getting in the way of their work. Are you telling me not to talk to ladies? Deck swab. They're cleaning. Good deck, very clean. Let's take a look topside. Anything of note at all? Happy to the travel with my mother, though I hate having to leave my husband alone at home. Caution. For your own and other safety, please remain behind railing at all times. Yeah, it's not like at this height, wind could have just whooshed us away. My daughters are women grown now. Tis as though I travel with my own sisters. The children grow up so very fast. So you're saying don't talk to these ladies? They seem to have no issue with it. Alright. Doesn't seem to be anything important up here. What do you have to say now that I did talk to them already? Too late. Already friendly. Well, I might as well buy some teleport stones. And 40 should be good. Hello? Why have you moved? Is there nothing special about that door? Alright. Oh, there's even more area. I thought it would just go like straight to the, the section where you go to sleep. That ought to do it. What are you doing, boy? You shouldn't sneak up on people. Ah, he just carved his name into something. That's cute. Frothy Mugga Scuttlebutt. Reserva's the name of a drink, too? Weird. The floating islands are home to whole flocks of sky pirates. Used to be one of them. So many people used to be sky pirates. It's weird. There's so many bangas. Different mouths. Send stuff in Arcades. Chief Steward. We're in the middle of a personal and rather important conversation. Get lost, why don't you? Rand, he's a passenger, mind your tongue. I apologize for my companion's behavior. We have cabins available if you would like rest until we make port. Who's this Rand? Let's confront him! Side quest. No one, truly just a gentleman, and I use the term loosely, who does not know when enough is enough. Enough is enough. Ha! Will you listen to her? Anne, I tell you, you defy all reason. What sane woman would decline a proposal of marriage from a man of my birth, stature, incomes, and obvious charms? Can your mother really mean all that to you? Whoa, holy crap, dude. Man, you're never getting married. I've told you 1,000 times you must forget these people back in old Arcades. Forget my own mother, the mother who raised my sister single-handedly after my father died in the war. I would never marry a person like you. How many times must I tell you? You seem to share your sister's dislike of the noble house Lurchelle, but what grudge could you possibly harbor against us? Or maybe it's just the way you're talking right now. You and your brothers are among the most vulgar men I've ever met, and I've known many vulgars. Vulgars? Using your father to find out where we work. Speaking of work, I'd better get back to it. If you would kindly take your leave, I have a proper passenger to attend to. Yes, your passengers. An idea comes to mind. Might I interest you in a game of sorts? What manner of game? Last year, for your mother's name day, you and your sisters each sent her a gift you'd found along the routes of your work, yes? What of it? This year I propose that you each gather a flower for your mother, and that this boy here informs each of your sisters of the arrangement. If he can deliver the message to every one of them, my brothers and I will abandon all hope of marriage to you and your sisters? Why? What is this? To go from airship to airship delivering this message of yours? She has a point. 6 ships, 6 sisters, quite a lot of work for someone we don't know. Oh, it's a contrivance to get us to use the airships. And me, I'll begin making the necessary preparations for our wedding. That's not an agreement. Perhaps you could show them a letter for me? They're chief stewards like myself. Okay. Sure. Why not? That's something we have to do now. Or... weird. Notorious Brothers of House Lerchel. Well, he's distracted me from my duties long enough, I should say. Where were we? Yes. No thanks. Not for a moment. Give me a sec. Let me look around. I don't see him. What about you? There is no way to avoid that, because I would necessarily need to talk to her in order to get a cabin. No way to miss that, I mean. Well, that's interesting. Let's see, 8:38. Hope you enjoy your journey. That's very odd. That's a very odd little thing to have run into. He and his brothers are all trying to wed her and her 6 sisters, who are all of the same rank and job for each of them. It's very weird. But I guess there are 3 ports and then 2 ways of flying for both of them? So I guess I use the other way of flying, or the same way of flying on the way back if there are 3 ports. Not sure. Flights... oh, each flight to a location is probably a kind of cabin. That's probably correct. Alright. Where was the mark? The chump? The petitioner? We can get to that via teleport stone after we fly back to... excuse me, had to burn. Fly back to Rabanastre to continue that quest. Antlion infestation. There's Lady Nere in the Starus residence in Bijurba. Alright. This is a big, this is one of those special key bounty hunting missions that we have to go on for the clan. So we might even get lots of cutscenes and action, and it'll be difficult, who knows? Oh, zip around everyone. This is the house I could click on before. Starus residence. Oh, she's crying. That's how you know it's her. Nere, are you with the clan? Will you hear my request? I am, and I will. Then I beg you, Badra, find your Lorn and kite for me, please. Ha, Lady Nere, please calm yourself. The poor boy has no idea what you are talking about. Yes, yes, of course, I must be strong. You see, Badra, my children have gone into the mines at Lusu and do not return. Lusu is not a good place to be at the moment. You see, an antlion has been seen deep in the mines, and it is rampaging. To add to this, the paling protecting the miners there has collapsed. The inspection team sent in to look after it barely escaped with their lives. There was a man who saw my children go into the mines. They're still in there, I know it. What is worse, they took a key to the mines with them, a key allowing access to the deepest sites within where the antlion lies waiting. Cast down what to do. Ha, your Lorn. Wait, kite. Though time was of the essence, Vajra, we alone could not hope to defeat the Antlion. It was then that the Mughals told me of Master Mont Blanc, so I sent to his clan for aid. Please, Vajra, find my children. Antlion, the hunt begins. The key to the gate in Site 2 of the mines. Open the gate and you will have access to the depths beyond. Good luck, Vajra. Alright, so now I have access to deeper into the Lusu mines. It is pretty cool how these side quests are also used to unlock different areas of the map. They could have very well been locked behind story progression only, so that you would always be retreading, but you actually get to go to new places. No, thank you. I have no idea what this game considers an antlion, because if it's my understanding, the kind of legendary creature that an antlion is neither an ant nor a lion. Let's see. And let's check the clan primer so that we actually know which section we're going to look in. Oh, at the very end. It's the end. So we're gonna go through the whole mine this time. Okay. Not complaining. Let's see. Are we strong enough to one-shot these things? We are. We take no damage. So this is a walk-by as we fight situation. To think these were difficult a mere 20 levels ago. I wish the switching between weapons animation was not still. Like, it didn't stop your motion. Ah, aye, your Lorn. What's up? Why would you run away from me as a person? I do not understand. Why am I the scary? Just gonna keep moving if you don't mind. I don't know if I'm able to head straight. But I'll see if there's a door of any kind. I don't think so. I think it's just a decorative wall. Yes. So we'll keep moving on. Picking up treasure as we go, because free money is always nice. Wow, just skipping all the skeletons makes going through this area a lot faster. And that is for true. Alright. Gotta run through the whole mine to go and fight the ant mine. I'm hoping that I can cut across this way. I don't know where exactly I'm supposed to use the key that I got. No, it's a wall. And so I can't. I have to go the long way. It is determined to have me go the long way. Pardon me. Not interested. I do not need a pamphlet on your skeleton religion, thank you. So there's some kind of mechanism that opens this gate, right? Use the site, you just use it on the gate. Sure, makes sense, I guess. And now we have tough enemies in front of us. Oh yes! Real fights that I actually have to engage with. We're doing okay, I guess. They don't have that much health compared to how much damage we do. But they probably deal enough damage when they hit that too many of them will be a problem. And they do about 1/5 to 1/6 of our strength when they want to, of our HP. But I can't give up this opportunity to explore the whole mine, so I might as well explore the whole mine. We'll take you guys down. You headless nothings. What are you called anyway? You're just called headless. It's like I'm playing Sekiro all over again. Ow. So that is an area attack, and if I'm not standing near it, it doesn't hit me. Huh. That's good to know. No, don't cause petrify on anyone. That's annoying. Gosh, why would they do such a thing? Or would they want to perturb me so? This is a mimic. Hello, mimic. Lure certainly doesn't last for very long, does it? And that's why you stand back. There's no way they weren't touching that trap. Alright. Oh, but Pinel's already got him raised. Look at her on the ball like that. Still, required a lot of healing. Please don't touch that one, guys. Thank you. The only thing that's going to be down here is a little bit of treasure. And I bet it's not going to be worth it. I could be surprised. That's how these things normally go. Ah, someone's definitely gonna get stoned in this fight. There are 2 bats instead of 1. Never mind. You didn't use the stone gaze or whatever it was. Another trap to walk around. A tumulus. What is a tumulus? I do not know. Not a key item. Not a loot. It is a hand bomb. Alright, that's actually the first one of those I found. Never mind. It's a pretty good weapon. I think the machinists used the hand bomb. Don't know what makes those weapons different, but excited to find out in the future. Won't be able to use it for a while. And heading back to get back on the main road. With a detour. The headless respawned. God dang it, guys. I'm gonna hit it again. Well, at least you leveled up, Ash. Now there's some kind of special one over here. A Dullahan. He has wings, and that's how you know he's special. Ow! Jerk. Would these special abilities they're using count as missed abilities? That's Gil, that's a mimic, that's a mimic, that's a mimic, this is treasure. A multi-scale. These are all mimics. That, I bet, is a gambit weapon. Or a measure weapon. It is! Attack power 13, element fire, on hit, causes bravery. See, this is what I don't understand. Why are there so many on hit? Maybe this is why maybe the multi-scale, or whatever that weapon is called, the measures are also not a weapon that adjusts based on, gets improved by using your character's stats. But on what situation would I want to cause an enemy to have a positive stat like that? Or to do fire damage to one of my own? It's a curious thing. I don't understand how or why I would take that gamble of constantly attacking an ally in order to give them a buff, when I could just cast the buff. Wow. That casting Cure kept Pinello from running into that Pyromania, or whatever it was called. It's pretty lucky. Now Pinello levels up. Yay for Pinello. Guess we should take care of you too. Why would the boy run further in past these things when he was clearly not in danger when I first got here? What am I looking at? What kind of clickable is this? Press the switch. Raise the gate so I don't have to go through that again, and I can leave more quickly. I see. Shortcut. Whoa, that's a bright light. Are we going outside? Just traveling through. Load up the attacks. Ow. It's all a bunch of large guys. It's supposed to look all big and tough. I guess silence only prevents the use of spells, but not of techniques like this tremor. Techniques, I suppose, are a special class. So if I had gotten him silenced before he cast Protect, he wouldn't have been able to. Ow. Hey Pinello, thank you. No, you're supposed to cast Cure. Thank you, Pinello. I'm glad I have her set up to cast Cure on herself as well. Otherwise, what would be the point? This is a mimic. There is no benefit to clicking on mimics. Don't get any bonus treasure either. Let's see. Either way is the same. So we might as well head in the direction we're already fighting in. I bet that little box to the south is going to allow us to open up that other gate at the entrance for an even quicker retreat. It's getting about that time. Let's make sure we get this finished up before midnight. There's a lot of dodging going on, but not a lot of damage coming in. We're finally at the point of using Ethers on Pinello, though. How many Ethers do I have at the moment? Oh, I'm running dangerously low. Good to know. I should restock when I get back to town. Pinella has terrible form as a samurai. She's cutting up while skipping. Press the switch. Raise the gate. Very good. No, we're fighting everything, aren't we? Spiral incisors. Oh, thank goodness. We're not gonna move just yet. Hey, Kite. I came to explore the mines with my brother, you see, but he went in deeper and has not returned. I should go and search for him, I know, yet were another Roxas to find me. Hanta, I am so frightened. What scares me? It is an antlion, Batra. If that was not in here, I would go, truly. So, what I could do is press on with only 5 Ethers, 6 Ethers. Or jump back and then use the crystal to jump back again, which I will do because I just bought a whole bunch of crystals. So I can go find a store that sells Ethers, come on back here, and then keep on the fight. Now the question is, what store sells Ethers? Should be the item store. Yes, oui. Mais oui. Run your little feet, Van. Clap those feet on the pavement. I never did a second chat with him. Pilika. Nah, nothing to do anyway. Good. Didn't miss out. Take a look. Purchase. Ether. Uh-oh. No Ethers for sale. That's not great. If there are no Ethers to sell, then what will I do? Who would sell Ethers? An ever-burning tongue of flame that consumes all it is fed. At night it grows dark and cold as ice. Weird. This liquid is lighter than air itself. Look at it from different angles and it changes hue from a scintillating prism to a glowing azure. Festering Fresh is really pricey for some reason. Forbidden Flesh even more so. What are these people eating? No, this is what I have. Those are mine. Burning Fangs, a Soleil Fang. Survival set, not Ethers. An Axe and Chronos Tears. Redundant things, because I already have plenty of them. Well, there is another shop by the entrance to the mine. It just means a longer backtrack in order to get back here. Hopefully you sell what I actually need you to. I don't think you will. You don't. Well, we have a lot of high potions in case. I guess we tell Pinello, for now, to knock off with the decoy. Because that takes a lot. Focus on the Cura and the Regen and the Rays. And find a place to buy others. Because those are not optional with how I play. We gotta run all the way back just to make it forward again. Okay, reserve a crystal, teleport into Lushu Mines. How much time do we have? Oh! Oh wait, no, it's 11. Oh, I was thinking it was much later, actually. I might do end the stream early. I'm feeling a bit, tuckered out. How do you say? Tuckered out is a good expression for it. Anyone gonna pop up and attack me? Pinello should have plenty of MP for the fight. Or maybe all the enemies are despawned because they're... No, never mind, there's one. I was about to say, because they're scared of the antlion too. Oh look, a fiery bat. You can tell he's fiery because he's red. Oh, vampire. It is a vampire bat. That's such a satisfying sound effect. It was definitely a unique choice for Final Fantasy to have a party of 3. Lots of things seem to have been based on timing. Are these things the antlion basic enemy? I've not fought any of them. Killer Mantis. How you come and attack me? But why? What did I do to it? Except kill it. I did nothing wrong. Except kill it. Ooh, camera. Not my friend over there. What is this? Site 11 key should open it. And there's treasure in there! Treasure I have to earn, but later. Oh, it's coming for me. Ooh, it really came for me. slicing me up all kinds of ways. Did Balthier just slide without moving its legs at all? That's what it looked like to me. Oh, there's no way we're getting over that one. Oh, we did. Good for us. Wow. That's a whole lot of them. And we're going to have to get all of them. Let's actually remove the ads first, because this is not a special boss battle where they will go away. Oh, thanks, Penelo's dead. No, Phoenix down, Penelo, please, thank you. That is a necessary point. Killimantis. Alright, Phoenix down on Bosch, please, thank you. Oh, the action economy really matters in this game as well. Getting ourselves killed here. There. Alright. Hey! Back up. Right away. This is why you keep Penelo safe. Phoenix down, Bosch. Oh, come on! Oh, because Penelo's disabled. Crap. Okay, I guess we might be switching to Party B. That could very well be the case. And Penelo's disabled, so she can't do anything.
I can't.
Cool. Disable is the worst. It just says your punishment for playing the game is you can't. And I don't have anything that cures disable, so you just have to wait it out. Disable is the worst. Alright. You know what I'm gonna do? We're not gonna wait anymore.
You're going down.
Gonna do it real big. Hopefully this will kill it in one. I doubt it will. Wow. 3 feral strikes in a row. It's kind of lucky since we didn't get any mischarges. This is just the Fran show right now. It's all about Fran. There was a mischarge there, but I missed it. Oh, there was, and I didn't click it. Dang it. Dang it. That was all my fault. I messed up. Hopefully it was good enough. It was not, but it killed the other one. So now we're just smack it in the butt until it dies. It's all about that A-team. Oh, Fran's dead. Well, since Fran's dead, why don't we just switch her for Penelo in and give a Phoenix down on Penelo? And see if we can't get B-team back in here.
Yeah.
Penelo's just staying like that. Apparently, since this thing's doing enough damage, we should just keep Penelo out so that she can raise us.
Yeah.
In fact, because she can, let's try to get another quickening in here. Though, but Van's dead, so that's not great. Oh, darn it! Oh, man! Screwed up real big on that. I saw the mischarge and I just pressed refresh. Just like last time. Oh well. It was something, I guess.
No.
No? Okay. Hold on. Phoenix down, Penelo. Alright. Lots of this right at the end then, huh?
I can't.
Nope. No. Oh, shit. If Ash gets hit in this next moment before I can raise anyone, I lose. That's the worst. Oh, and that last hit wins. Antlion vanquished, I guess. I guess. We all died. Is it dead? Yeah, so are we. I found a key to let us into the depths of the mines, you see, so I came here exploring with my sister Kite. If the adults find out, we would surely be dragged away. That is why I escaped most quickly, Bajra. But when I was attacked, I dropped the key into the depths, you see. I'm certain it has dropped below, and below there is only sea. Ha. Brother! Are you well? Are you not unharmed? I ache all over. I do not believe you would run into the depths like that. If these kind people had not come to save you, I do not like to think about this. Thank you so much, Bajra. I will return to Bajurba with my brother. Together we will be fine, I think. Farewell for now. Oh, Kite, the key. I dropped it when I ran. I'm sorry. I know you wanted to see what was deep in the mines, too. It is all right. I'm sure the key will turn up somewhere washed up on a shore far away. So that's telling me go find the key on a shore. Lots of follow-ups to all these side quests. Alright. Hold on. Items. Oh shit, I'm gonna lose in this moment! I'm gonna lose in this moment! That sucks so much. I could have lost immediately after winning. Because they just spawned an enemy in. Phoenix down, Penelo. Real quick, please! Gosh. Oh. That's ridiculous. I cannot believe that. Okay. Oh my gosh. Cannot believe it. Let's just let Penelo bring everyone back from the dead for a moment. I think that's for the best, if you ask me. Heals all around. Alright, and let's just go ahead and raise Fran as well. Good. Balthier. And make Balthier the party leader. Alright, anything back here of interest? Oh, because they moved me into a space where enemies could have respawned. Alright, let's get out of here. I don't want to be in this location anymore. Makes me tired. We're just gonna flee. We're just gonna ignore everyone. Gonna make like a bug and flee. Tough fight. Just a regular tough fight, because they overwhelmed me with enemies. I should have done the quickening on the big boss right away, because the big finale is an area of effect damage. I'm gonna stop trying to fight things normally. I've been wanting to see if I can win, but it keeps telling me that I can't. So we should just go ahead and use the quickenings. We're going to teleport back. Where is it? It's not up there. It is the second one. I just ignored it. My eyes went whoosh right over it. We're gonna run our butts, fast forward style, to complete the quest, and then I think we're gonna call it a night. It's a little early, but I'm gonna call it a night. By a little early, I mean an hour. But it's been a long week for me. I'm gonna get myself a little bit extra rest tonight. Stop crying, we saved your kids. My children are safely returned. How can I possibly thank you, Bhadra? With a bubble belt, a sickle blade, and money. Thanks. Because of you, Bhadra, my children are safe home. I cannot thank you enough. How are you? Amba thought my brother had run away from home, you see, for she had scolded him fiercely before he went to the mines. But Bhadra, you must understand, neither my brother nor I wished to run away from home. It was to be an adventure. I am sorry now, though. Amba is very, very upset with me. I cannot go outside for a month. Hanta, Hanta. I have no idea what your words mean, but I must forgive her, for she apologized to me first before scolding me. I dropped the Site 11 key. First, I wonder where it is now. Who's Amba? Is that... No, the girl's name was Kait. I don't know. You're just throwing words at me like it's making a language, but it's not really. Not like the Albed. Whew. Well, that was complicated at the end. But we made it through, just barely. Almost lost even after the fight, because they popped me into another location and had a monster attacking me right away. Just all the worst. Alright. Well, I'm going to call it a stream there. Had fun. Hope you did too. Good conversation at the start. And I will see you tomorrow, same time, 8 p.m. Toodaloo. Doo-doo-doo-doo.